All right, so we're back for another deep dive, and this time,
Yeah,
the big one.
absolutely.
We're talking UEFA Champions League and
Huge stakes.
absolutely massive stakes.
Yeah,
The final match day of the league phase.
that's right.
And we've got two teams that are fighting for a spot in the knockout round.
And they're both in great positions.
They're both looking pretty good,
Yeah.
but Stuttgart and PSG, they're coming into this one with some interesting
It's
stories.
different paths to get here, for sure.
So let's break it down a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
First off, we got to talk about Stuttgart.
They're hanging on to that 24th spot.
Yeah, that's the last one to guarantee they move on.
Exactly.
Now, they need a win here.
Can't settle for a draw.
No draw.
Got to go for full 3 points.
Now, these guys, they've been on a bit of a roll in the UCL.
Back-to-back wins.
2 wins in a row,
Trying to make it 3 in a row,
which
which
would be huge.
haven't done that since 2003.
A long time.
Long time.
But here's the thing. They're coming off a loss.
Yeah, that 2-0 loss to Mainz.
Not ideal,
Not ideal, no.
especially going into a match as important as this one.
It makes you wonder, does that affect their confidence going into a game like this?
Well, and, you'd think playing at home would give them some kind of advantage, but
You would think so.
their home record hasn't exactly been inspiring.
1 win
1 win
out of their last 10.
out of their last 10 European home games.
Not exactly a fortress, is it?
So that kind of makes you think, are they going to be able to really step up in this moment?
They need to, right?
The pressure is on.
Absolutely. Okay, now let's switch gears a little bit.
All right, PSG.
Let's talk about PSG.
Completely different story here.
Yeah, I mean, tied on points with Stuttgart,
Right.
but they're a little higher in the standings thanks to goal difference.
Goal difference is huge, especially in a tight group like this.
And let's be real, they just pulled off a pretty amazing comeback against Man City.
I mean, down 2-0.
Down 2-0, and they come back to win 4-2. That's got to give you so much confidence.
Yeah, especially with a chance to even be a seeded team going into the knockouts.
That changes everything.
Huge implications.
And absolutely.
Now, a win here guarantees them a spot in the next round, but
There's a but.
there's always a
Right.
but they did have that draw against Reims.
Yeah, 1-1 drive.
So maybe a little bit of a momentum issue there.
Could be.
But also, I mean, they've won their final group stage game in 5 of their last 6 UCL campaigns.
Yeah. Experience matters.
Experience definitely matters.
They know how to get it done when it counts.
So that history is on their side for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got these two teams.
Two very different teams.
Stuttgart with the home struggles.
Yeah, can they overcome that mental hurdle?
And then PSG with this amazing comeback against Man City,
Yeah.
but those away woes against German teams.
Yeah, that history is tough to ignore.
Tough to ignore.
Now, I know you've been digging into the player stats.
Oh, always got to look at the players.
So who should we be keeping an eye on in this match? Well, for Stuttgart, I think the key player has got to be Enzo Millot.
Enzo Millot, yeah, he's been pretty impressive.
5 goals this season. That's more than any other Stuttgart player has ever had in a single UCL campaign.
2 goals, 3 assists,
Yeah, he's involved in everything.
and he's only, 20 years old?
Young, talented, dangerous.
Now, I did read that PSG's coach is well aware of Millot's threat.
I would hope so.
They might try to double-team him, force Stuttgart to find other ways to attack.
Smart strategy.
Will it work?
We'll see. Well,
That's
yeah.
the beauty of this sport.
Unpredictable.
Absolutely. Now, who do you have for PSG?
Well, for PSG, I'm really interested to see what Ousmane Dembélé does.
Ousmane Dembélé, yeah, I've heard he's got a knack for scoring late goals.
All 4 of his away goals this season have come after halftime.
So if it's close going into the second half,
He could be the difference maker.
he could be the one to put PSG over the top.
Absolutely.
So we've got the pressure, we've got the tactical battles, we've got these key players.
All the ingredients for a class.
So what's it going to be? Stuttgart's recent UCL form or PSG's experience and, that ability to just claw their way back into games.
It's really tough to say.
It is tough to say.
Stuttgart, they're fighting to prove they belong on this stage, right?
Yeah,
PSG.
they're trying to cement their legacy
Exactly.
as a European powerhouse.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a clash of styles, personalities, ambitions.
And of course, you can't forget PSG's struggles on the road against German opposition.
Oh, yeah. History's not on their side in that regard.
It really isn't.
So it's really anyone's guess.
Anyone's guess, that's why we love it.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a fun one to watch.
Oh, wait.
All right, well, thanks for breaking it down with me.
My pleasure.
We'll be back next time for another deep dive, but until then, enjoy the match.
Cheers.